review on An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I heard this name being pronounced like a few times and I still muck it up every single time I go to pronounce it. She has a cool name, the author has an awesome name. This is an awesome book. This is like a fast-paced action type of book. It's told from 2 points of view. Leia, she's a slave, and then you also have Elias, and he is our soldier. And it's based kind of in the future. It has the atmosphere of like an old Roman Empire. The world is divided up into like scholars versus military people. There's a love square in it. It was marked as a standalone, but then they're now making the sequel, which I'm really excited about because it needs a sequel. The ending of this book is just like that you just need a sequel. I do think the other cover's better. I think it's the American cover. This is like the English cover, I think, or the UK cover. I'd love to thank Cash for giving me this book. That's all I can really say about the plot. You see, it's very, very hard to explain this book. You just gotta go with it, read it, and just trust me on it that it is a fabulous book. I rate this a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. Just trust me for it. Just go pick up this book if you haven't read it already. That's the end for the non-spoiler section, so if you do not want to be spoiled about what this book is about, I suggest you click out. Let's talk An Ember in the Ashes. The ending! This book is just like, so you just get into it so much that by the ending you're just like just holding on and just you like want to know what happens. But I hate the way it ended. Like the whole book, it was such a suspense to like get Darren out of prison, and that was like the whole way the book was going, and then we don't get that. And then I looked on Goodreads to see if it was like a standalone, and by that time I've heard that, you know, it had a sequel. Thank bloody gosh. If this book was just a standalone, I would be very, very pissed. It leaves you with just so many questions left unanswered that you just need the second book. I need the second book. I don't want to wait till April 28th, 2016. That's my mum's birthday, and that's the day I'm going to be rushing out to get the second book. I did not expect to walk away loving this book. You see, from me, like, I read it, yeah. The plot is the thing that didn't keep me going. I'm still very confused about the world. I get that there's the Empire, and I get that there's like the scholars versus the military people. I'm just confused as to where they all fit in, because Cook didn't give us the backstory till the very end of the book and how the world came to be. And I'm still very confused. Like, the only thing that kept me hooked on this was the characters that escape, trials, and that. That's the only thing that kept me hooked. Otherwise I would have been like, what the freaking hell am I reading? And I was half the time. I felt like I needed a dictionary. We got a map at the start of the book. It's this little glorious map. Really looks better in hardcover. Like, I was still confused. My brain does not click with this type of story, as in like the world of this type of story. I just can't understand it. I don't know why. Like, I can understand Game of Thrones, but I just can't understand this. Okay, let's talk Elias. Elias, I don't know, I'm just so hyped today because I had like 1,000,001 copies. He is a sweetheart. You know, at the beginning of this book, I was totally not into him. Actually, this is like the movie, like a Roman Empire version. He's not that into you or something. He is just so nice, and that whole mask concept, how the mask like becomes your face. How freaky is that? Like, do they want these people like to turn into freaking robots or something? That is a freaky concept. Imagine that. Imagine like not being able to see your bloody face. That's your identity. It's like they're trying to take away your identity. I loved how he wasn't like his mum. His mum, when we found out that the commandant was his mum, I was just like, whoa, they are completely 2 different people. She's just, oh my god. And when they had that heart-to-heart conversation at the end, I love how he was like, oh, in your face, mum. But we did see like a bit of something in the mum. You know, I want the author to write like a little short story on the mum, because I want to know what made her such a bitch. The things that she did, like pick people's eye out, rip them, carve things into them. This woman's a freak. Why is she running the place? I really want to know her backstory and what made her so evil. I really ship Leia and Elias. I don't ship that redhead Kanan. I don't know why, but I felt like between them two was lust. With him and Leia, it can be love. Helene and him, I think I shipped them to some extent, but I only think, yes, they were friends for a very, very long time, but I don't feel like there's that with them. But that I do feel with Leia that it could be something, because she brings out that softness in him and stuff, that he is soft because he grew up with a tribe. Helene, there were times when I'm just like, I love this girl, she's so kick-ass, she's just and then there were times when I'm just like, I really hate her. Like, I did know what her intentions is. She trusted the Earl guy at the very, very end, okay? But I didn't really understand her. I get she was trying to be so tough-ass and that, you know, they only pick one female mask per generation or whatever. I wouldn't choose her. I wouldn't, if I was him, I wouldn't choose her. She was accused of not having a heart, but she did keep her loyalty. But there's something about her that I don't really like, and Marcus is a dick. And I hate how he's like, oh, I'm gonna control you because you're my blood stripe. I just slit his throat while he's sleeping. Like, Helene is capable of that. Just do that. The ogres reminded me of like Greek gods or something like that. I felt like they were mucking it up for everyone. Like at the beginning they told Elias his destiny. And then they just like almost helped them cheat on the trials. And then by the end of it, a woman was helping Lyra escape and they're just like, what are they? I'm so confused about what they are and what are their intentions. Leia. She grew on me as the book came on. Obviously her chapters were a bit slow, but she really kind of found herself and really embraced her mum, the lioness. When I found out that, you know, her parents actually had something to do with the resistance, well, okay, it got really annoying how she's like, I'm gonna do this for my brother. Getting whipped, she was getting cut, scarred, everything, but she's doing this for her brother. And she didn't even know freaking hell if her brother was alive the whole time. Like, is he still alive? That's one of the questions that I actually really want to answer, because the resistance did lie to her at the very end, that Marsden dude. I knew something fishy was up with him the whole time. I just want to know, is he still alive? Maybe he's not alive. Or maybe he's turned into something. And something isn't 100% quite right there. My god, don't you just be more careful with his freaking sketchbook? That's the whole reason why this whole story started in the first place. But then, you know, nothing would have happened, but still. Another question I want to know is, what did Cook have with the resistance? Because we still don't 100% know. We know she kind of knew the parent, but I think maybe she's related to Leia, like in some weird connection way. I think I'm stuttering like Cook is. I think something's up. Talk about these trials. They are disgusting. The things that they put these people through is just horrible. This Black Cliff place is just horrible. The first one, and he was put through the desert and days went by and he just saw dead bodies everywhere, and I'm just like, okay, come on, get to the picture already. But by the third one where they had to kill people and he was put up against Helene to have to kill her. Why do that? But I thought at the very end it'd be like a dream and that everyone would still be alive. They all died. You just wasted your soldiers. Like, you trained them their whole life and you just wasted. It really just no. And then Zach died. Marcus killed Zach, his own brother. Marcus is such a prick. I still want to know the power, like what's Helene's power? Obviously she was like brought back from the dead. Something's quite up with her that I really want to know, and that's another question. Also, I kind of want to know the blacksmith. What's his role in things? Ending how Cook and her like do that really cool thing and help him escape. I loved it. I thought that was completely wicked. My predictions. These are my predictions. I think her parents are still alive. I don't think they're dead. Well, obviously the commander was like, oh, I killed your parents. Like, look at my world of like pictures. But I still think that they're alive. I don't think anyone's 100% dead. If that makes sense, because obviously they have these ghost figures or something. Yeah, it's just a really weird world. Cookie somehow connected to Leia, and that woman that saved her at the very end is connected to her. 3, this is another one of my predictions. Always in the chapters you get that black hair was mentioned, or you know, their features or whatever, and we don't really 100% know who Elias's dad was. Are they related? Are they gonna be like Immortal Instruments, Clary and Jace, that we get thinking that they're related? I thought they might be related. Commanded in some way working with the resistance, and is that resistance not really the resistance that was the resistance? Does that make sense? Another part I really liked was the Moon Festival. I thought it was cute. I love Izzy. Izzy is adorable. I feel really sorry for her about her eye. But when, you know, she was out there and she tried the moon cake and she was talking to boys, I felt it. And I really liked how her and Elias could just be normal people for one night. Of course, then there was catastrophe because that just got ruined straight away because we couldn't have that. That is the end for my The Ember in the Ashes book talk. I hope you loved it and enjoyed it. If you've read this book, tell me your thoughts down below. Tell me your predictions. I'd really love to know. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Miranda. See ya.